Hello. Welcome to this third part of episode 376, addressing the relationship between anxiety and food dependence, a cause of serious health problems. For a long time, many people struggling with obesity or binge eating received messages rooted in blame. You lack willpower. You just need to keep your mouth shut. It's a lack of discipline. Yet, human beings are far more complex. Underlying a specific eating behavior, there may be an altered metabolism, an exhausted nervous system, an unexpressed emotion, a history of pain, relationship difficulties, a disconnection from one's own body, or an unconscious quest for protection. The FARO method proposes a different question. What is this symptom trying to communicate? The FARO interview, seeing the whole person. A FARO coach or nurse does not begin by asking, "How much do you weigh?" They start by asking, "Who are you, and what story does your body carry?" Because weight is merely a data point, whereas the person is a story. Biological level. The physical body. We begin by examining the biological dimension. FARO questions, what does your daily diet look like? At what times do you eat? Do you feel physical hunger, or do you eat out of impulse? How do you sleep? Do you experience fatigue during the day? What are your energy levels like? Is there a relevant metabolic history? Are there medications that might be influencing things? How is your digestion? This is where the Western perspective comes in. Nutrition, metabolism, endocrinology, physiology, and habits. The body is not merely an image. It is a living system seeking balance. Neuroemotional level. The nervous system and anxiety. Questions. When do the binge eating episodes occur? What happened beforehand? What emotion arises? Anxiety? Sadness? Anger? Loneliness? Frustration? Here, we incorporate insights from neuroscience. The nervous system learns responses. If a behavior provided relief in the past, it may be repeated, even if it subsequently causes suffering. The goal is not to fight against the person, but to teach them new ways of self-regulation. Psychological level. Conscious and unconscious. This is where Jung comes in. We do not simply ask, "What do you do?" We ask, "What meaning does your behavior hold for you?" FARO questions. What does food represent in your life? What emotions are difficult to express? What part of yourself are you trying to protect? What do you not want to look at within yourself? What do you need to receive from others? The shadow is not the enemy. The shadow is a part of us that needs awareness. Integral level. Wilber and P. From Ken Wilber's integral perspective, we cannot reduce the problem to a single cause. We observe different dimensions: individual interior, thoughts, emotions, beliefs, the unconscious. Individual exterior, body, diet, sleep, physiology. Collective interior, family, values, culture, bonds. Collective exterior, society, economy, food availability, environment. The FARO question is, which dimensions need to be transformed to restore balance? Energy level. TCM. From the perspective of traditional Chinese medicine, we observe, how does vital energy circulate? What is the relationship between rest, emotion, and diet? Questions. Is there constant fatigue? A sense of heaviness? Excessive worry? Accumulated tension? A lack of rest? In the traditional Chinese view, qi balance is linked to harmony between body, emotions, and environment. Food is also energy, not merely matter. Taoist level. Taoism reminds us that excess often arises when we lose our center. When a person is disconnected from their natural rhythm, they seek external compensation. The question is not, how can I exert more control, but rather, how do I regain my balance? Relational level. Human beings do not exist in isolation. FARO questions, do you feel seen? Do you feel valued? Can you ask for help? What are your bonds like? Is there loneliness? Is there family conflict? Often, the body expresses what the person could not communicate. Conflict and the biology of meaning. From the FARO perspective, inspired by the biology of meaning, we explore how certain experiences perceived as threats, loss, devaluation, or insecurity can be accompanied by biological and behavioral responses. The goal is not to assign blame. The goal is to understand. Symptoms do not appear to destroy us. They often emerge as an adaptation strategy that needs to be updated. FARO exercises to begin transformation. 1. Conscious pause before eating. Ask yourself, am I hungry or do I need regulation? 2. Body emotion check-in. Over the course of the week, what did I feel? What did I think? What happened beforehand? What did I really need? 3. Breathing and presence. 1 minute. Hand on chest. Hand on abdomen. Returning to the body. 4. Energy regulation. Abdominal breathing. Qigong. Self-massage. Traditional acupressure. Regaining one's center before acting. FARO learning. We cannot transform what we reject. We transform what we learn to understand. Key quote: before changing the body, we must learn to listen to the story that body is telling. The FARO professional does not treat weight. They support a life and prevent health complications. Subscribe to the channel, hit like, comment, and share this mini-series. Don't miss part 4, which covers the therapy. Check out the Biology of Meaning mini-series and the other episodes in this Body, Mind, Soul series to learn more. Learn science with consciousness, because in health, knowledge is not neutral, it is vital. Study the FARO integral model and method with ECEL FARO.